buffered tube is like the least of my concerns in this.
Absolutely. Crank the castle nut down, call it a fucking day, and then worry about all the other shit.
You could hand tighten this shit and like,
yeah,
be just fine.
You can hand tighten it and stake it and call it a fucking day.
Yeah, you don't need to stake that. I like staking is good. I always stake my shit, but that's so that I don't have problems like your homie had, like where the shit just unscrews.
If you tighten it down to the point where you don't need to stake it, you end up rotating the whole fucking buffer tube.
Yeah,
on the fucking end plate. Yeah, that's not my concern in this. And then, so I would check the gas block, gas tube, make sure it's aligned correctly and that there's a roll pin and that the gas port in the barrel is not blocked or, you know, exists. Try it with a different bolt carrier, because if it works with the other bolt carrier and doesn't work with the bolt carrier you have, something could be out of spec on that bolt carrier. Your gun won't work. And that's a thing that people don't check because it's very rare that but I have seen it.
Yeah. But to me, the very light recoil, that's the thing where I'm like, gas. Like, I bet money that the gas block is misaligned.
Don't buy Diamondback.
I mean, I've got some Diamondback stuff. Like, their stuff's not terrible. I don't have any of their ARs.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it sucks.
Most of their shit's pretty bad.
If you hear this, let us know what it ended up being. Send me a bunch of pictures of like all the things we just mentioned, and I'll share them with the guys. And this stuff's interesting because ARs are pretty hard to fuck up, but also very easy to fuck up. We built that one 300 blackout drunk as fuck. And even though we put a bunch of shit on incorrectly, it still worked. Bear Creek bad? Mostly yes.
Bear Creek is not just bad. It is the worst AR manufacturer that I have ever fucking seen. There are not very many guns where I will make fun of you to your face because of how stupid. Like, I won't even make fun of you to your face for a fucking high point. Like, I get it. You're a broke motherfucker and you got to rob that liquor store tonight. Get the high point. I get it. I understand completely. There is no fucking reason on God's green earth to buy a fucking Bear Creek arsenal. They are, I swear to God, I have fixed no less than 30 of them in like the last 6 months. Like every single goddamn rifle that comes to the store that has fucking Bear Creek on it, I end up doing something to make the motherfucker work good.